In the outback town of Burke in northwest New South Wales, several residents are recovering from a devastating case of financial crime.
These people worked hard all their lives for what they have, and it's gone in a matter of seconds. It's been a real battle.
Tony Edwards is one of the victims. The Murrawarri man works casually in shearing stations, sometimes going away for weeks at a time. By his early 50s, he'd saved up around $90,000 in superannuation.
I was hoping to reach 65 and be able to draw on my super, and settle back in life.
It was just before Christmas 4 years ago that Tony was short on cash to buy presents. He was put onto an investment firm down in Melbourne. Its director told Tony he'd be able to access $5,000 of his super if he rolled the rest into a self-managed fund.
He had all these schemes going, and he sent us all the paperwork, me and my partner. We filled out the paperwork.
Christmas passed and soon Tony realised that something was wrong.
Kept on ignoring my calls and wouldn't take any calls, and I felt really sick in the gut, so I didn't even want to tell my partner, but I had to break the news that I think we've been scammed and we have no money left.
Almost 4 years after Tony lost his super, the scheme's director, Mudassir Mohammed Nasser-Darin, has now pleaded guilty to financial crimes. The County Court of Victoria hearing that he started off at the age of 24, firstly convincing several people in Melbourne's Islamic community to put their super into self-managed funds.
He told us that he's investing in property and that he gets his return from those units. He said it's fully halal, Islamic compliant, not investing in alcohol, cigarettes or tobacco.
This man, who we'll call Abdullah, is appalled to know that his super, according to receiver's documents, appears to have been spent on expensive cars, horses and shares in a security company. How is everyone who lost money feeling?
They're feeling very brokenhearted and sad and angry at the same time.
Abdullah also wants to know why the tax office, which regulates self-managed super funds and financial institutions facilitating transfers, didn't do more to stop this scheme.
I am worried that there is insufficient oversight when people create an SMSF such that they can be exploited by third parties that are doing the wrong thing.
The Consumer Advocate says that investors are highly unlikely to get their cash back because the scheme wasn't operating with an appropriate financial services licence that covers clients for any potential losses.
It's unfair and not appropriate to be expecting people to know that a particular provider is licensed or unlicensed. And it's really on our regulators to be taking positive action and shutting down these schemes.
Investment scams are costing Australians $1 billion a year, and the corporate watchdog is warning that superannuation scams are on the rise.
People are being tricked to rolling their entire superannuation savings out of a retail fund into a so-called self-managed super fund, which is actually in the name of a criminal.
Anyone can get caught by these criminals. The reality is there is a scam for everyone.
Mudassir Mohammed Nasser-Darin is now facing years in jail. The court heard that after he's released and starts working again, he could be forced to pay back his investors, which could take years and won't help Tony Edwards as he approaches retirement age.
All I want is for this bloke to go to jail, do some jail time and be penalised for what he's done. How many more people are going to get ripped off?
Amelia Terzon, ABC News.